Aurora, Ohio. Let's talk about the pros and cons so that if you're thinking about moving to the city, you know exactly what to expect. Hey, and make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video because first I'm going to be covering the pros and then I'm going to be covering the cons. My name is Kolesar. I'm a local real estate agent here in Northeast Ohio. And if you're looking to move to the area, find all my information in the description below. Hit me up on social, shoot me a text, or even send me an email. I can't wait to help. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. We're starting with pro number one, and that's gonna be the amazing school district that Aurora has to offer. If I have to be 100% honest, people move to Aurora to put their kids in the school district. That's how good it is. Hey, can I get a go green men? That's their mascot if you didn't know. But look, out of 608 school districts that were ranked in Ohio, Aurora ranked number 19 on the best overall school system and ranked number 11 for having the best and most qualified teachers in their district. Now, Aurora is a pretty small town, so anytime there's a sporting event with the school, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, best believe there's gonna be a huge turnout for all sporting events. And as you can see from the aerial shots, they take a lot of pride in their campus. The football field is absolutely phenomenal and they have baseball diamonds as far as the eye can see. Pro number two is gonna be that Aurora is extremely safe. Now, Aurora is a very small and community-driven town, so it's no surprise that it'd be much safer. According to niche5s.com, it's about 80% safer than any other city listed in the United States. And it looks like going back 5 years, year over year, crimes have decreased of around 17%. So Aurora's got a great school district, it's safe, and pro number three is that there's plenty of outdoor recreation activities to do. Some of the awesome parks that Aurora has to offer is Sunny Lake Park, Aurora Park, Tinkers Creek State Nature Preserve, and many, many more. So as you can see, Aurora is quite small and it's actually driven on outdoor activities. Now the last pro I got on the list is gonna be the location of Aurora. You're about a 35-minute drive to Cleveland and about a 38-minute drive to Akron, and only about a 20-minute drive to any other location that's right there in Northeast Ohio. In addition to having quick access to the roads, another benefit is that Aurora does have its own shopping district known as Aurora Farms Premium Outlets. This is a fairly large-sized premium outlet store that's all outdoors, so you get to walk around. I'm telling you, in the summertime, it's the place to be. Get out there, catch some sun before it goes away, and enjoy shopping with friends and family. Aurora Farms does get quite busy, only because the nearest other shopping centers are about a 35-minute drive away, so everyone seems to come to the outlet. It has a beautiful lake centralized right in the middle, ample parking, and plenty of stores to go shopping, anywhere from Nike, PacSun, Under Armour, Adidas, North Face, etc. All name brand. So that about wraps up the pros. It's got a great school system, it's a very safe city, the location is ideal, and there's plenty of outdoor activity. But without further ado, let's get right into the cons. I really only have two notable things to mention here. And the first one is gonna be that Aurora is a very small town. It's only got about 16,000 residents. And with that, there's not much to do within the city itself, except do some shopping and some eating. Now don't get me wrong, they got some delicious places to eat. I mean, you got Mad Jack's Grill and Pub, you got Cafe Tandor, you got 1815 Tavern, El Camino. I mean, there's plenty of places to eat, but that's really it. I mean, Aurora doesn't really offer a downtown area. It's not very walkable. It does have a decent amount of shops and outlets to go to if you need something, but as far as spending time with friends and family, there's really only the parks and places to eat and to shop. As a result, Aurora is this very kind of closed off, tight-knit community because not a lot of people go to Aurora to do stuff since there's not necessarily a lot to do. But if you're looking to move to the area, I'm telling you, the community, the people are so inviting, welcoming, and warming because they really, really respect their community as a wholesome. But hey, maybe you're a homebody or you just like to go to parks and go running, or you don't mind driving about 15 minutes to go to other activities, then Aurora's the place to be. But for some people that want this downtown vibe as far as walking, Aurora's not really the place to be for that. And so I see it as a con, but you might see it as a pro. All right, and the last con number two is that Aurora is a little expensive to live in. On a scale up to 100, 100 being the national average, so if you fall below 100, you're cheaper. If you go above 100, you're more expensive. Aurora comes in at 110. Now, Ohio only ranks at 73 on the national average, so Ohio is relatively very cheap to live in, but why is Aurora so expensive? And really it all comes down to the housing market. Aurora is at 138 on the national average because the average median home price here is around $300,000. I mean, $300,000 for a house when you can go to a couple cities over and buy a house for 150 is relatively very expensive. And this data is always fluctuating, and I'm making this video in 2020, and I can tell you home prices have appreciated even more this year by up to 4%. Now, while buying a house here is pretty expensive, in terms of property taxes, they're pretty reasonable. They're about 1.86% of your home's value, and that's what equals out to be your property taxes annually. So to recap on the cons, there's really not that much to do as far as a downtown area, and on top of that, now you have very expensive houses that you have to now afford. But with the average household income coming in around $90,000, which is relatively high, affording a $300,000 house may not be that bad for you. So while some may see it as a pro that could be cheap, others may see it as a con when you're looking at the surrounding areas. So I hope you found this video useful. I covered about 4 pros and 2 cons. Look, Aurora overall is a great city to live in. It's small, it's tight-knit, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of outdoor activities. I highly recommend this place to anyone that's looking to move here in Northeast Ohio. If you have any questions, please shoot me a text, send me an email, or find me on social. I can't wait to help. And until next time, guys, take care.